Heyo everyone, this is a Happy Anime Cafe Manager here with another walkthrough episode for the game Fire Emblem Fate's Birthright. Just a completed end game, so now I'm just reading through the dialogues of the last cutscenes in the game. Maybe I'm just hallucinating due to exhaustion, but I don't care. I'm so glad to see you again. Shh.
Azura?
Tell me, Corin, what do you see in this lake?
Well...
Just water, I suppose. What am I supposed to see? I think if you look carefully, you might sense something deeper. Empty your mind of thoughts and let yourself be in the moment.
Oh.
Well, okay. Good, keep your focus on the lake and don't look away. But I have so much I want to say. Not now, just do as I ask.
Understood.
Very well. I'm sorry, but I have to get this off my chest. I want to thank you for everything you've done. You're the most selfless person I've ever known, and I just... Wait, Azura. Ugh.
No.
Maybe my mind was just playing a trick on me.
Thank you.
For your bravery, Corin. I hope we can meet again someday.
Azura.
If you can hear me.
Yeah.
I'm sure we will meet again, somehow. Until then, I will never forget you.
Hey.
Corin, what are you doing out here all by yourself? Don't tell me you're calling it a night. The festival is still going strong. I was just taking a breather. You guys sure know how to celebrate. You could tell everyone I'll be right back. I just need a few more minutes to dream.
You know, I always wanted to take you flying. Hello, hello! How's the view up there? Hey!
Don't fall now. Careful. I told Mother the war is over. You stood for peace. Always. We carry on your legacy. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
That said, our task will always be a difficult one. But no matter how hard it may be, we will succeed with you at our side. All of us, hand in hand.
For Hoshido! Oh, in the battle results. Yeah, I forgot about this. Alright, the campaign. Prologue. The ties that bind. 2 turns. No heroes for that chapter. Chapter 1, nor. 5 turns, no heroes. Chapter 2, Gift of Ganglery. Corin and Felicia. Chapter 3, The Journey Begins. 29 turns, Corin and Gunter. Chapter 4, Hoshido. 19 turns, Corin and Kaze. Yeah, when I read out the names, those are the heroes for the chapter. Chapter 5, Mother. 7 turns, Rinka and Kaze. Chapter 6, In the White Light. 2 turns, Rinka and Kaze. Chapter 7, A Vow Upheld. 12 turns, Rinka and Tsubaki. Paralogue 1, Tragic Start. 19 turns, Saizo and Mozu. Chapter 8, Fierce Wind. 7 turns, Corin and Mozu. Invasion 1, Castle. 3 turns, no heroes. Chapter 9, Land of Gods. 10 turns, Hana and Hayato. Chapter 10, Ninja Village. 10 turns, Kaze and Setsuna. Chapter 11, To the Sea. 12 turns, Felicia and Silas. Chapter 12, Dark Reunion. Korin and Silas. Chapter 13, Another Hope. 9 turns, Rinka and Takumi. Chapter 14, Light Scatters. 9 turns, Korin and Takumi. Chapter 15, Wolfskin Peak. 7 turns, Hinoka and Kaden. Chapter 16, Pleasure Palace. 12 turns, Felicia and Ryoma. Chapter 17, Lost in the Ice. 10 turns, Korin and Tsubaki. Chapter 18, Leo. 5 turns, Rinka and Saizo. Invasion 2, Castle. 6 turns, Hinata and Kaguro. Chapter 19, Rainbow Sage. 9 turns, Felicia and Silas. Chapter 20, Fort Dragonfall. 9 turns, Tsubaki and Kaguro. Paralogue 2, Dragon Blood. 5 turns, Azama and Oboro. Chapter 21, Burning Falls. 23 turns, Korin and Silas. Chapter 22, Hidden Capital. 6 turns, Kaze and Azura. Chapter 23, Camilla. 8 turns, Korin and Reina. Chapter 24, Tears of a Dragon. 7 turns, Korin and Takumi. Paralogue 3, Surprise Duet. Surprise Duet, 3 turns, Korin and Scarlet. Paralogue 4, Fight or Flight. 2 turns, Korin and Scarlet. Paralogue 5, Bold Approach. 5 turns, Tsubaki and Hinoka. Paralogue 6, Herbal Remedy. 2 turns, Takumi and Ryoma. Paralogue 7, Father and Liege. 10 turns, Korin and Scarlet. Paralogue 8, A Great Hunt. 8 turns, Jacob and Oboro. Paralogue 9, Saizo vs. Saizo. 4 turns, Hinata and Kaden. Paralogue 10, Hunter and Prey. 6 turns, Orochi and Oboro. Paralogue 11, A Long Grudge. 10 turns, Hayato and Oboro. Paralogue 12, Sweet Dreams. 8 turns, Korin and Kaguro. Paralogue 13, Truly Talented. 2 turns, Jacob and Kaguro. Paralogue 14, After the End. 4 turns, Sakura and Silas. Chapter 25, Traitor Revealed. 7 turns, Oboro and Ryoma. Chapter 26, Xander. 5 turns, Orochi and Ryoma. Chapter 27, King Garen. Korin and Sakura. End Game. Dawn Breaks. 3 turns, Silas and Mozu. Ladies and gentlemen, Fire Emblem Fates Birthright. Oh yeah, the bottom screen is supposed to show you the statistics of a character. So it's easier if I hold this up. Sweet Tooth Ninja Asugi, Asugi stopped appearing in the official record soon after the war. His life afterward remains a mystery, but scholars know that Saizo's name has continued to be passed down each generation without fail. Hisame. After the war, Hisame retired from combat and turned to research and teaching. Hinata was disappointed. But Hisame went on to become one of the most respected professors of his era. Starry-eyed poet Mitama. After resting at home for a time, Mitama was inspired to travel the world. She wrote a number of poems while visiting famous sites and ruins. Generations of poets would later retrace her steps. Black magician Rajat. Scholars are in disagreement about Rajat's life after the war. Some argue she lived in seclusion with her curses and spells, but others believe she followed Korin to the ends of the world. Perfect Angel, Kaldori. Kaldori joined Hoshido's armies. Her natural abilities shined there, and she quickly gained the trust of her comrades, but her habit of staring wistfully at the object of her affection never changed. Airborne singer Shigure. Shigure served in the Hoshidan administration for the rest of his life. Others loved working for him, enjoying his impromptu songs. Records of his life are only proof that Azura truly existed. Raw talent, Shiro. The headstrong princess spent many years abroad seeking knowledge. When he returned from his travels, he was barely recognizable and eventually succeeded Ryoma as a wise and just king. Upbeat archer Kiragi. Kiragi accompanied his father as he traveled around helping small villages. While he made many mistakes, his internal optimism did much to bolster the morale of war-torn hearts. Free spirit Selkie. Without Bao to hold Selkie's attention, she grew ever more restless and playful, often spending days at a time doing nothing but running and jumping in the forest. Sleepy butler Dwyer. Dwyer follows his father's footsteps as a successful career butler despite his tendency to nap on the job. His methods for extracting potency are still used to this day. Reliable chemist Midori. Midori developed a number of new medicines after the war, healing wounds and curing illness. It is widely accepted by scholars that she has saved more lives through her work than anyone in history. Clumsy Knight Sophie. Sophie became a Knight of Nor so talented that many of her records are yet to be beaten. In particular, young squires study her life to learn how to become better masters to their horses. Righteous Rebel Shura. With help from Hoshidan royal family, Shura began the difficult task of rebuilding the kingdom of Koga. Putting his outlaw past behind him, He eventually ran for office and was elected governor. Puppet Master Yukimura. Yukimura continued to serve as a minister after Ryoma became king. His uncompromising devotion to his work served as an example to clerks in the royal administration for generations to come. Dragon Spawn, Kana. Generations on people would call her the dragon god incarnate and tell stories of how the divine Kana would transform into a dragon to save people, but really she was just a girl who loved her father. It gets really tiring holding this up. Morbid Fixation, Reina. After Ryoma ascended the throne, Reina was the appointed head of the Kishin Knights. Her customary generosity to allies and merciless devastation of enemies became the credo of all Kishin Knights. Kenshi Knights. Am I pronouncing that right? Secretive Merchant Anna. Anna returned to merchant life, revitalizing trade in parts of the world most affected by the war. Official records show how her network and name were passed down to the next generation. Wildcard Takumi, Lady of the Lake Azura. Takumi grew into his position as a leader and prince. He was a crucial part of Hoshido's recovery. There are few records of Azura beyond her marriage. She remains a historical mystery. Kitsune Braggot, Kaden, warrior princess Hinoka. Despite marriage, Kaden continued to travel returning favors. Later, he served as a chief of his village. His wife Hinoka became general of the Hoshidan royal army, and the two remained together always. Devoted servant Jacob, fierce fighter Oboro. Jacob served as a butler for the rest of his life, but his true love was reserved for his wife alone. His wife Oboro worked hard and eventually was able to reopen her late parents' tailor shop. The Kid, Hayato, loving priestess Sakura. After the war, Hayato traveled the world before replacing Fuga as the chief of the Wind Tribe. His wife Sakura dedicated herself to helping the underprivileged, and the two worked happily together. Calm philosopher Azama, absent archer Setsuna. Azama decided to use his talents to inspire and heal people of Hoshido rather than taunt them. Records show his wife Setsuna stayed by his side and was a great source of support and joy. Angry Ninja Saizo, Maid Mayhem Felicia. Saizo disappeared from official records after the war, but no doubt he served the royal family forever. Felicia gave up her career in the service industry for the military, ultimately becoming a commander. Peerless Samurai Ryoma, traditional ninja Kaguro. Ryoma was crowned king of Hoshido. His rule led to an era of unprecedented prosperity. Kaguro remained a ninja. It is said that the couple got along but didn't have much time together. Crush of Fate, Korin, Rebellious Streak, Scarlet. Korin was hailed as a hero working alongside his spouse to spread peace worldwide. His wife Scarlet was known for always being the bright side of things. They adored each other. Wild Samurai. Hinata, Secret Keeper, Orochi. Hinata's passion for the blade did not end with the war. He practiced morning, noon, night. His wife Orochi was completely indispensable, both through her intelligence and future sight. Mr. Perfect Tsubaki, Focused Samurai Hana. Tsubaki was appointed chief of the Pegasus Knights and served with a perfect record. His wife Hana continued to serve Sakura, brightening all of their lives with her infectious optimism. Easygoing ninja Kaze, rural power Mozu. While no official records of Kaze survive, he appears in many rumors and tales of heroic exploits. His wife Mozu, meanwhile, was a constant source of support and a humanitarian in her own right. Loyal Knight Silas, Scion of Flame Rinka. Silas served loyally as a Knight of Nor. He was beloved by trainee knights for his great patience. Rinka's fiery personality ensured her husband's life was not boring and they loved one another well. You could select 5 or more. 5 or more for what? Like to proceed? Fallibility Sage Test. Support Long's Theater. I don't know what the whole thing about that was, but path bonuses. Yeah, you get all those if you complete both games, but see, it seems like you have to be able to download the other version onto your 3DS. But I only have 2 physical copies. Even though I beat the game with both versions, Birthright and Conquest, they wouldn't get it. It doesn't count for some reason. Anyway, there's a little icon that shows I being the game. See that one right there? Okay. Well, anyway. What time is it? Man, it's past 2 o'clock in the morning. I really need to get to bed. Anyway. thank you everyone for watching and bit well being patient that I'm able to get through the project. I mean, it's not over yet. I still have all these support logs to go over. But I'll be able to get around to doing that another day. And you know what? My vacation is over. We're just stepping into my 2 days into my regular days off of work. So it was well worth the vacation. Taking time off of my regular job just to get around to finishing the finally finishing the projects here. Yeah, I know it's been a year, but I want to give a shout out to my uncle Julio. Passed away last year. God rest his soul. Anyway, I thought I'd have more of this speech. I mean, this has been one of my longest walkthroughs I've ever done. I mean, when it comes to time, I mean, Tales of Legendia was what I think is the longest walkthrough project I've ever done. Okay, so I may get around to doing Fire Emblem Fates Conquest sometime in the future, but I just wanted to take a break and move on to some of the other projects and hopefully start something a little more fresh. Like, start on, like, work on a different franchise than just Fire Emblem. So I'll come back to touching another Fire Emblem game. I can't do Revelation since I don't have that one. Hate to repeat myself, but this is well worth repeating. Thank you all for watching. It's been over a year since I started working on this. I'm starting to think this may be taking me about 2 years. Nevertheless, thanks a ton. You've been an awesome audience. So I gotta close out now. Yeah, bedtime for me. Until the next project in the Fire Emblem Fates family. See you in the future, baby.